Guten Tag, Kinder, und wie geht's? Ich heiße Frau Halligan, and I am here today to practice your phonics with you. Now, I've made this video so that the whole of Key Stage 2 can use it because, as I'm sure most of you know, this first page with the pink sounds on is the ones that we learn in Year 3, but Year 4, 5 and 6 practice them. Then we'll go on and practice the ones that we learn in Year 4, so Year 3 can stop before then. But 4, 5 and 6, you need to practice these two. These are the sounds just for Year 5 and 6. And then finally at the end, we've got the sounds just for Year 6 to practice. Now, if you want to have a sneaky peek and look at what the years ahead of you of learning, then feel free. But I will tell you when it's okay for you to stop. So for each sound, I am going to use my mouse pointer to point at the letter. I will leave a pause so that you can have a go at saying the sound first. Then I'll tell you what the sound is, and then I'd like you to repeat it back afterwards. Are you ready? Let's go. Y. V. S. E. Ow. I. E. U. Sh. Pf. Ah. Well done. Okay, before we move on, let's just talk a little bit about some of these sounds. So we've got y for yellow. We've got a picture of a van here because it makes a v sound. We've got the snake because it looks like that S set, that double S on its side, and it reminds us that it makes a s sound. For IE, we've got a picture of the mouse to remind us that it's E, not I. Did that one trick you? Because it's different in English. For ow, we have the picture of the man with the weight falling on him because that would hurt. This is the one I always apologise for because that sound that comes from the back of your throat, there's no picture to go with that. But I thought it sounded the closest to a kettle boiling, which is why we have that silly picture there to remind us. The I sound picture is obvious. E for egg. We've got because the man's holding his nose from the smell of the fish. I don't know if you can see that where it's small. That is a man and a woman walking along holding hands, and we always go ooh when we see them, and that helps us remember the sound ooh. This one is someone saying shh because that's the sound. There's a picture of a fish there because although it's PF, it makes a f sound. We've got a picture of a kitten, which we all say R to. This one, the line is there to say this is only when the E is on the end of a word. This is representing the word with an E on the end. When we have E on the end of a word, it makes an sound at the end. And then finally, the t sound, we've got a picture of a clock because we said it sounds a little bit like the second hand moving on a clock. You need to put that t at the beginning, tss, tss, for the sound for Z. Okay, well done. Year 3, you can stop there. Year 4, 5 and 6, let's practice the sounds we first learned in Year 4 now. Same thing again. T. F. Ich. Zv. I. Ear. Did you get them all right? Well done. Now, these are a bit trickier, these Year 4 sounds. So we've got the letter D, makes a T sound on the end of words, like Abend for evening. Then here we've got the letter V in German makes a f sound, like at the beginning of fish. Again, we're linking this back to that sound that year 3 we're learning, but IG makes an ich sound in German. We've got a picture of twins, because 2 twins in German is zwei Zwillinge, which starts with this ZW, which in German makes a zv sound, zwei Zwillinge. This one here, AI, is an alternative spelling for that I sound. And then this is the trickiest one. And I put 2 pictures here, an ear and a hot air balloon, because this sound is somewhere in between ear and air, ear. Well done. Year 4, you can stop now. Year 5 and 6, come with me to have a look at the year 5 sounds. Are you ready? S. Sp. St. Oi. Ts. Ear. Well done. So let me explain the pictures before we move on to our final chart. We have got ES here now, and that's on the end of a word. Year 6, you're learning food for a cafe this term, and pommes is the name for chips. The ES on the end is always a separate beat, which is why there's a picture of the hands clapping to remind you it's a separate beat on the end, so it's pronounced as S. We don't have any sort of magic-y split vowel digraph in German like we do in English. And then we've got SP. There's an extra sound in there. It's sp. So the picture is of a ship, because we remind ourselves that it's almost like the word ship with the vowel missing, sp. And then for ST, we've got the sh followed by a tiger, because it's sht, sht for that one. And then we've got a policeman and he's shouting oi, because EU in German makes the oi sound. For ts, we've got a picture of a drum, snare drum there, because that's the same sort of sound. And then we've got an alternative spelling of that ear sound, EE. Well done. Okay, year 5, you can stop there. Year 6, we've got 6 more sounds to practice. Here we go. Z. Oh. Oi. T. Gv. Well done. I hope you did better than me. I didn't do that R sound at all well. I haven't practiced it for a while. Let's practice that one together in a minute. So first of all, we've got that zigzag line for the S, because in German an S makes a Z sound. It's much more like a Z. Then we've got this really tricky one with the kettle symbol to remind us it's another sound like from the back of our throat, but we also roll the R at the same time. So it's an R sound. And then finally, here we've got the Y in the middle of a word makes an sound. So we've got that grumpy face again. And then at the bottom, we have got the policeman again for oi, another spelling of oi. And then this one, I've put a picture of Thomas the Tank Engine in, because the name Thomas starts with a TH, but we don't pronounce it as a th, we don't say Thomas, and it's the same in German. TH just makes a t sound, like in the word Thomas. And then finally, a Q in German makes a kv, like a K followed by a V, Quelle, kv. Well done, everybody. I'm off to practice this sound. Make sure you keep practicing yours too.